Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to the Real Long Walk. And yeah, let's get voting then in the Real Long Walk, because the title is not false advertisement. Speaking of false advertisement, when I told you that my sinuses are better, I was advertising a little falsely. I thought it kind of snuck back in there, but now it's better. I'm very sure. Still got a bit of a cough, but voice is definitely feeling a lot stronger. Definitely feeling, well, I just swallowed and didn't feel pain, so yeah, definitely a lot better in that department. Trying to get the YouTube channel back up and running. I had a lot of videos on backlog. So that kind of helped me actually get videos out last week. About one a day, I think, right? Yeah. Every day at least one. Sometimes two. So yeah. But anyway, yeah. This week I'm going to be hitting it again with a passion and going to try to do some live streaming. Probably not today. Probably not on Tuesday. Maybe. Maybe tomorrow on Wednesday. Ooh, Mushroom Island. Is this going to be clear? Has it generated? Okay, cool. It's generated. I didn't know if those are going to be connected and the land just hadn't shown up yet or not. I guess we can stop by here and sleep. Hey, mushrooms. You mind if I stop by and take a nap? Make it daytime. What was I saying? I was tracking what I was saying. That's wonderful. Yeah, I was about live streaming. Probably going to stream tomorrow on Wednesday. Is there like some sort of a current pushing my boat down right there? Yeah, probably going to do some more Vanilla Swirl or Quest for Everything, like one of those. But I'm also definitely going to be streaming on Saturday, April 23rd. And if you're curious, why I feel so sure about that, it's because it's actually a pretty important day as far as Shook 50 is concerned, because that was the first day I uploaded a YouTube video ever 3 years ago. Almost 3 years ago now. On Saturday it will be 3 years exactly. I just pulled it up and oh boy, it's funny. It is pretty funny listening to yourself after a while, because I do, think, man, I sound like an idiot a lot of times. Who would listen to this guy? And then I go back and I listen to myself 3 years ago and I'm like, wow. I may still suck, but at least I don't suck as bad as I did. Improvement. I'm moving up the suck ladder. That's a phrase I don't think I should ever utter again. But yeah, it's weird to think that improvement can happen even when you don't feel like it's happening. Yeah, it's really cool. I went back and listened to it, and yeah, even though I don't have the best microphone now, I'm using the webcam mic. Definitely seems better than what it seems better now than it was then. Of course, I know a little bit more about setting it up. I'm just still by no means anything close to an expert, but I've learned a few things. A few things have been learnt. It would definitely be a problem if I hadn't learned something by this point. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know if I'll do a special video about it. I think I've done them the last 2 years. I'm not one to really celebrate like subscriber milestones or anything like that. Of course, you know, it's not like kind of the big subscriber milestones would be like 100 and like 500,000, and I've only hit one of those yet. So I mean, I'm definitely not gonna be silly and be like, "Whoa, guys, 180 sub special." You know, I'm very happy, you know, but I'm not going to do anything quite silly like that. But yeah, I do like celebrating. I guess kind of like a birthday, you know, a birthday sort of thing. Despite, you know, in real life, not caring too much for birthdays at all. I haven't given a flip about birthdays, and it's been years. Probably since 15, 16, somewhere around there. Though then again, you know, that might just have been a teenage thing, you know, like, whatever, guys. Nah, I don't think I was anywhere like that, you know, like a normal teenager. But I guess really what you're in it for, I guess really what you're in for birthdays are for gifts and the parties. And considering I've never been a party person, and considering that, you know, there's definitely been times where money's been exceedingly tight. You know, I guess I quit caring about birthdays. No, it's really just a statistic when you think about it. It's I guess really it's you know, it's just like you're a year older, but technically you're only a day older than the day before. So you were almost 30. Now on paper you're now on paper you are 30. But yesterday you were almost 30, you know, so and why bother celebrating, you know? Celebrating the rollover. But, you know, for YouTube, since it is something I have kept up with, you know, I guess celebrating, hey, I haven't died yet. You know, I guess that is a good thing to celebrate as far as birthdays. I'm going to patent new cakes. Happy not dead yet. You haven't kicked the bucket yet. Congratulations. I mean, yeah, that's definitely something to celebrate, though. But, yeah, YouTube, I'll make an exception to that. I will do you know, I like to think, you know, this is a hobby that I started that I've really enjoyed. It's got me through some, you know, the last 3 years have not been exactly the, you know, there's been a, you know, rough spot or two, you know, and this is something that definitely has, you know, kept me focused, encouraged, I guess, you know, and the friends that I made, you know, through YouTube and just gaming and Twitch, you know, have really been cool and amazing. Something I never would have ever thought of, you know. 4 years ago, I never would have thought of such things, you know, that I would have had, you know, this many friends, people that I could call friends, you know. So yeah, it's definitely think it's worth celebrating, you know. Yeah. So I'm going to do a live stream. That's the point of this. I'm going to do a live stream, 3-year anniversary live stream on Saturday, and we'll probably do this exact thing. We'll watch the ocean, although maybe not, because as you can see, the this version is in 1.4.7, and you know what? 3-year anniversary would be a good time to move it on over, move it on up. It hadn't been a year since we done this. It's been almost a year and a half now. I'm doing the real long walk, but you know, the timing is pretty amazing though, because I hadn't even thought of it. It makes sense because I remember the big 1.6 update that changed the zombie behavior was one of the first things I did. Not the first thing, but one of the first things I did on the YouTube channel. You know, I think it's when I restarted it. Yeah, it's when I restarted my series. It's when that happened. So the version that I started my YouTube in started. I think I may have started playing it in 1.4 point something or other. Maybe I can't remember for sure. But on YouTube it was 1.5. As I saw just a few minutes ago, because I wanted to make sure of the date. I actually thought it was going to be Friday, 3-year anniversary, but no, it's actually on Saturday. So yeah, I was like, that would be interesting to roll over the version, and that be the version that I had started, you know, the game in 3 years ago. So yeah, that's the plan. So the next 2 episodes will be in this one and the next one will be in 1.4.7, and then after that, 1.5. Woo! I don't know what was added in 1.5, so we'll have to see. That was a decision I made just moments before I started recording, so that's why there's no great plan or no great research that's been done about the topic. See, I'm not sure what was added in 1.5. Like I said, I definitely know 1.6 and on, but I'm thinking terrain gets added, any new biomes or anything, right? I don't think they get added at this point. I don't think any new biomes get added until 1.7. That's when the acacia and the reforest, the icebox, the mesa. I think that's when all those get added. So, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what all gets added. I'll probably talk a little bit more about that in the next episode, but so we'll look that up when I get done recording this. But yeah, we'll play that. We're gonna do some. We're gonna do some of the real long walk. Maybe for 2 or 3 hours, as long as I feel like it, you know. And I may play some of that TubeBuddy game, or I may just. There's a YouTube Tycoon. I don't know if it's free or not. I have to look into that. I may play that, you know. What's better to celebrate having done YouTube for a while than put that knowledge to the test and see if I can do it can do better fakely. So yeah, that'd be fun, and that, you know, I'm assuming that sort of thing has would be a good audience participation thing, you know, like, hey guys, what should we name this episode? You know, this new YouTube video that I'm doing. What should we name it? You know, I can get ideas and stuff, and we can be silly with it and ridiculous, you know, like I do in real YouTube, you know, only not real. So it's a little bit less crazy, just slightly less crazy. So yeah, it might be fun. Definitely want to get back into the streaming more. Last week, you know, kind of hit a rut with it. The week before last, I was wanting to stream more, but I think I was just too preoccupied with YouTube, and it's definitely a balance that has to be done. It's I really admire the people who can do, you know, 3 to 4 videos a day and then still stream you know, 3 or 4 hours a day, you know, several times a week, you know, too. It's definitely got to be some multitasking and planning go into that sort of thing, and that's probably not something that I'm very good at. Ow. You see that? I'm too used to 1.9. I was like, don't spam. Don't spam. Actually, that's probably a good thing to do, to be honest. Considering 1.9 is what I played the most. Let's make the beds back up. Squid, you better be glad I didn't get freaked out by your presence. Don't need that. And I have a boat out there, so I don't need to make a new boat. I think that's what was confusing me. Yeah, I hope it'll be fun. I think it will be fun. I see no reason why it would not be fun. You know, I could just start using this diamond sword. Well, the decision has been made. Whenever we kill cows, it'll be with diamonds. If we get an unbreaking book somewhere, I'll put it on the sword. Yeah, we might play Tube Buddy or that Tube Tycoon, something like that. Something that'd be fun like that. Now, speaking of live streaming, and we're not speaking about how everybody seemed to enjoy the marathon 2 months ago or a month and a half ago, however long ago it is. Did you guys see that? I tried to pull up the dates. Oh my! I'm playing this in full screen, so that did not work. It's the 19th. It's about a month and a half ago when we did our last marathon, our only marathon, I should say. It was our last and only. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's our last one that we did, but not the last one we're going to do. I guess is the way I should word that. Beginning of next month, we should be doing our next one. And we're going to be... We've learned some things since the last marathon, obviously. Well, we've learned things in that marathon, I should say, and since, but, you know, it was definitely a learning experience for both of us. And we're, you know, definitely happy with the amount of money we raised, but of course, the bar should always be, we should always seek to raise the bar on those sorts of things. And yeah, this time we're going to try to come up with more incentives to donate, you know, like giveaways and that sort of thing. So I think we've got some ideas. I'm not going to say it yet because it could change. But yeah, we got some ideas for that sort of thing. For people who donate. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We also learned what kept us both awake the best. And the thing that keeps us awake the best is for us to both be playing, we found out, especially that last 2 hours. I was so wrong. You know, I definitely loved that Danny Boy, wanted to stream, and I was like, man, that's going to make the last hour so easy. The last 2 hours so easy. It'll be like, you won't have to do nothing, and by doing nothing, that involved me, I'll be watching, then my head will start drooping, but yeah. So yeah, we're gonna stay involved in that. So we'll be playing mostly multiplayer, I do believe. It may not be all multiplayer, but mostly multiplayer. And gonna tie in the game that we're playing to the giveaways, I do believe. We'll talk about that more uh, once it's been hammered out a little bit more. Definitely wanted to get more people involved. The more people involved, the better. Spreading the word around for a good cause. A good cause is Extra Life. It helps out children and their families in children's medical hospitals around the U.S. and Canada. You know, sick children and their family. You know, they don't need to have to worry about money. They just need to worry about getting better. Despite what's bothering them, whether it be cancer or other terrible diseases or accidents. And yeah, the money's going directly to Lebanon through Extra Life. I always say that, and it sounds weird. It goes directly to Lebanon through Extra Life. So by directly, I mean we see none of it. Nobody you're going to hear in a YouTube video or on the stream will ever see that money. That's really what I'm saying. That money, once you donate it, it goes to where it needs to be, and that's definitely a good way to do it. Especially since now one thing I do like about Extra Life is that money is sent directly to the hospital in what do they call it? Basically, what do they call it? I can't remember. I'm having trouble remembering. I'm sorry about that. Crap. Unrestricted. Is that what I'm trying to say? Unrestricted funds. Basically, what needs to happen at the hospital? What the money needs to be used for? It can be, that's what it's going to be used for. If it's for new equipment, it's for equipment. If it's to help pay a bill, it's to help pay a bill. They do what they need to. They don't have to use it in a just for this. They do it for whatever it is that needs to be done in order to help the children and their families. Both the ones that are there and the ones that will be there, unfortunately. So yeah, it's a good cause, very good cause. If you want to donate, you don't have to wait for the marathon. The link is and will always be in the description of these videos and most of my videos. So if at any point you ever want to donate, feel free to. Definitely do it. It's a good cause at any time. So yeah, definitely don't wait for a marathon to do such things. Even though there will be incentives, if you do have the extra cash, extra funds, it's a good cause, year round, decade round. So yeah. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. I do sincerely hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, how far are we at? 1,178,837. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode. Farewell.